everybody. This is Monica. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if this is your first time visiting. This is my very first attempt at a voiceover, so let's see how this goes. It's already going really fast. So this week I'm laying down my stickers for March 9th through the 15th. It's my rewind planner. So the week has already passed, and I laid down some stickers just highlighting events of the days. And I am using a kit this week from my shop called Tea Time, and really no specific reason for using this one other than I thought the colors looked nice. I thought it matched with that March because I don't typically cover it up if I don't have to. So my kits come with 9 full boxes, so I use the 7 for the days of the week and then 2 in my sidebar. I don't really use my sidebar a whole lot, so I use it just to mark the age of our puppy dog each week, and then I fill it up with some washi, and I'm using all these different colors from Simply Gilded. So here is what the layout looks like, and I'm pointing out that I love the combination of those stripes with the paisleys. So let's get into our day by day. So on Monday, we had a day off from work. There was no real specific reason why. It was just like one of those because we have to do these meetings after school that we have already been paid for. I don't know why we had the day off. I didn't question it. I just took the day off. So I'm just going to use one of these little circle hearts from an old colorway that I used to have in my shop that I thought matched really, really nice with the kit. And then I did some errands basically this day. So we paid off our car. So we got a refund check in the mail that was like an overage of something. So I needed to deposit that check and then right away spent the money because then I had to pay some bills. So what's funny is so this is a rewind. So the day has already finished. So what I'm doing is I go back in my everyday carrying, I look at my day and I plan it out. I plan out what stickers I'm going to use. I pull them out. So when I hit pause, when I finish the layout, and then before I go to film the day by day, I've already planned out what I have. And it's just so funny because it just never seems to work out the same way I had planned. It was literally, I picked out all my stickers, I picked out what I was going to do, I hit record, and then I totally forgot everything that I was going to do. So I'm kind of mixing things up here a little bit. So I took a bow checklist from my kit that normally has 4 bows, and I cut it down to 2 because there were 2 bills that I paid this day. And I'm just doing a little rearranging here. So I'm going to lay down one of the blank headers, fixing it up because it laid down a little crooked. And then put that little hexagon back up there. And then I have the space to fill it out. And I'm going to use a little sticker from Happy Daya. It's a little angry girl at her computer with money signs around her, she's paying bills. She's all mad. So I got that done. And then my daughter had an appointment. I'll raise it up in just a second. And then I'm using one of my script stickers. These are still in my shop too. I have 2 different fonts of scripts. And this one is the cursive font. And I fit them perfectly the size of the size of the box, so it's real easy to fit in there. And then after that, I did some filming and editing, so I used this little Fox and Pip girl at her laptop for that. So in that little box on the side is where I put Boomer's age, and this week Boomer was 16 weeks old, officially a grown-up to where he's now able to he's going to get his final shots this week, but he's now old enough to go and get, go to dog parks and things like that once his final shots are ready. So we're super excited. Okay, now on to Tuesday. It started off with a meeting. We have a meeting every Tuesday morning with our English department. It's just a planning session basically where we sit down and we can kind of discuss everything. And then I laid this half box down, a little crooked, but it's just going to stay, no big deal. I put a little foiled bow on top, and this was to mark my daughter Victoria had an interview at a lash salon, and she's super excited about either finding a new full-time position somewhere, which that one would be, or possibly a second part-time job. So I'm excited for her. Now, Tuesday at work, it was just a crazy day. So I used that little sticker, says, "Is it Friday yet?" We had just a really unfortunate event happen at our school, nothing with our staff and nothing with our students, but with a substitute teacher. And it was just a sad day. We had to call the police, and police came and Child Protective Services came. And it was just sad, but everything is fine. Everything worked out. So Wednesday morning, we had a staff meeting so that the principal could kind of discuss what was going on, because our school was in the news, and he just had to make sure everybody knew the actual story of what was going on. So we did that. And then afterwards, after work, came home. And it was a long conversation with friends of mine who we were all planning on going to PlannerCon, because PlannerCon was scheduled in California this weekend, and we had to come to a hard decision whether we were going to stay or whether we were going to cancel. Now, none of us wanted to cancel because we've been before and we really enjoy PlannerCon, but just with the whole thing that's going on with this virus, and we just didn't know what was going to happen. So we did end up deciding to cancel, and luckily we were given an option through the promoter of the event to either use our ticket for a future date. We didn't lose out, so that's fun. The only thing we did have to pay was for one night of the hotel, so I'm marking that at the very bottom with the little girl from Avalon Ninth, that I needed to transfer money to my friend whose credit card was on file, because that was the card that was getting charged. So yeah, there's the sticker sheet. And then I'm going to use this little girl from Miscellany Boulevard, just kind of like, head to the face, kind of like, gosh darn it, we had to cancel PlannerCon. And then I also am putting down this sticker here to mark canceling our flight. So luckily I got everything back for the flight, the points. I used points and money, so I got full refund on that. And I'm going to use my ticket for another event from PlannerCon, so I didn't lose anything on that. And I'm just showing you the pen that I was using for this week was my Micron pen. So anyways, it was upsetting to have to cancel, but in this predicament that we're in with this virus going around and just things shutting down and things closing, we thought it was the best choice. Thursday morning, we started off with another set of meetings. So I had a meeting in the morning with our math department. Again, it's another planning session, and the strategists all meet with the members of their grade level. And then after that, the strategists and admin and counselors, we meet to do a student support meeting. And that's just to kind of help identify kids that we think might, not necessarily like bad kids or anything like that, but just kids who might need some help, or if we hear something about a student, then we kind of share it with each other and see what kind of resources and support we can give to that particular student. And then because I had the space, I marked that I had Wingstop for lunch. And then I'm using this box because the rest of my day at work was filled with getting prepared for our 8th graders have to take the science CRT exam. And so that was the rest of my day prepping for that. And then on to Friday, we started with another meeting in the morning. It was actually originally scheduled for Wednesday, but because we had the staff meeting, we had to reschedule this meeting. So this is our science teachers meeting, and they are going to be administering this science CRT test. So they needed to be like fully prepped and know what to do, like the procedures and stuff. So we had a meeting with them so that they could be prepared. And then I'm using this box down here to mark that, again, the rest of the day was filled with that science CRT prep. So on Friday, I had to prepare emails to let teachers know what kids are leaving their classroom to go to which testing state classroom, things like that. So, And then also on Friday, one of my coworkers who is currently interviewing was supposed to have an interview for another position at another location, but because of this virus scare, they're telling teachers not to go to different locations. So they rescheduled her interview to be over Google Hangouts, and she had no idea how to do it. So I told her I would help her, and because the meeting was scheduled for later in the afternoon, and then they called her and said, we need to meet right now, and she kind of was freaking out. So I said, I'll help you, I'll get you set up. So I go to her office, and her computer doesn't even have a camera. So I said, oh no, let's move to my office, move real quick, let's move to my office, since I have a computer that has a camera. So we had to kind of scramble and everything, and it was just hilarious. But it literally was like a 5-minute interview. She was so stressed out, but I'm pretty sure she did amazing. So that was my Friday. And then Saturday, I woke up to take Victoria, my daughter, to work. And no shame, I took her in my pajamas. I do it often. It's literally just down one main street, and she's at work, so I don't have to get out. Nobody had to see me. So I took her to work, and then we came home, and it was a pajama all day kind of day. So I used another little sticker here from Fox and Pip, just channel surfing and just hanging out because we didn't really do much. And then later in that evening, my husband had a gig. He's a musician, so he had a gig, so I just wrote that down. And then I just spent the rest of the evening printing and cutting out some kits for myself and my friends, and just getting all that situated, kind of still waiting to hear what the word is about work and school. We were just kind of like, what's going to happen? Do we have school? Do we not have school? Places all around the country were shutting down, so we had no idea if that was going to happen to us or not. So anyways, on to Sunday. Sunday was Boomer's very last puppy class, because he's now he's still obviously a puppy, but he's now old enough to be able to go into the main dog park. So I marked that it was his very last puppy class. And then Victoria had to go to work again this day, later in the afternoon. So I marked that. And then I spent a good chunk of my evening just doing some laundry, cutting out some more kits and stickers for myself and my friends. So I'm using that little gold laundry washing machine to mark for laundry. And then we finally got word. Our governor and our superintendent told us that they were going to be closing down schools. They're closed until April 13th. April 13th. So that's a whole entire month. So it's like, what in the world? I mean, it's just kind of so bizarre to me that we are all in this situation, but it's just the situation that we're in, and we're trying to spend as much time at home as possible, so that way we don't get sick, and hopefully don't get sick, and hopefully don't spread anything that needs to not be spread. So anyways, that is my week. I love the gold foil with this color combination of pinks and greens. I hope you guys stay safe. Have an amazing rest of the day. And thank you so much for taking some time out to join me and plan with me. See you next time.